Hello, everybody. I'm Shona Ann Hill, and I'm here today talking with Rain Turner, who is a wonderful person and a wonderful mentor generally. And welcome, Rain. I would just like you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, if you can.
Well, I'm sure I can. As Shona said, my name is Rain Turner. I live in a little place called Nelson, New Zealand, and I work with people regarding their personal mastery. I do transformational coaching, and within that coaching I use energy healing as well, because I'm aware that when we are trying to change our beliefs about ourselves and about our lives, I'm aware that changes have to happen on an emotional, a mental, a physical and a spiritual level. So I work on all of those aspects of who you are, and it's because we need to get clarity around shifting the beliefs on all those levels through all those parts that we are. And when we manage to do that, we can create such a different environment in which for us to be and to live and to grow and to move ahead. So for me, I just love seeing people shift and grow, transform their thought process, transform their lives and their businesses by letting go of everything that they have within them that doesn't serve them anymore, their beliefs, their understandings about who they were growing up, and creating this massive shift into who they fully are today, and allowing them to just kind of ease into themselves and be fully in the wonderment of who they are.
And
does it sound about right?
Yeah, it does. That's
right.
Beautiful. And Rain is, as I said, a wonderful mentor and does all that she's just said. And I recently have turned to her as my mentor after a period of trauma in my life. And what's so beautiful about her is that she brings 5D into a 3D space, in that she makes, well, I just see Rain and my feet touch the floor. I just and that's wonderful, because as 5-dimensional beings, we can be all over the place in any sphere or dimension that's out there, but it doesn't help us in our present here on Earth. Yeah. And the beauty of Rain being able to ground people and put them in a space where they can be in between so perfectly is magical. And that's the magical aspect of you and the beauty of you, in that you absolutely bring 5D into a 3D space. And I thank you so much for doing that, because it brings balance amongst all those that are in knowing. And yeah, just thank you for seeing the 5D in us, and thank you for bringing us to a 3D space. It's a very special aspect of who you are, so thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. It's an interesting one, because coming from a very spiritual perspective myself, one of the things that I find difficult for so many people who've gone down that spiritual path is the conundrum that they get into of having to feel like they need to be one or the other. Mm. You know, am I a spiritual being, or am I a human having a human existence? And you know, the joy of it all for me is that understanding that we are spiritual beings having this very human existence. And the big tussle I see for a lot of people is knowing how to have this really wonderful human existence and all the relationships and the experiences that we want, but still be very much the spiritual being in form, and being able to meld the two together and keep our feet firmly planted on the ground so we can actually be in it and enjoy it as we're doing it, because that's, you know, that's the purpose. You know, that's why we came in the first place, to have this amazing human experience while still understanding who we are on a spiritual perspective.
Yeah.
And so what I see a lot of is, I see a lot of very spiritual people trying to do amazing work without understanding the need to be grounded on what they do on a day-to-day basis. And because so many, like yourself, Shona, are very empathic and compassionate and sensitive, it's very easy to get caught up in other people's dramas and other people's energies, and, you know, all of those things which actually can impact on you hugely. And so a part of what I do is teaching people to stay safe and creating an environment of energetically being safe and energetically being contained in your own energy, so you can still be empathic for other people, you can still have that compassion, you can still do all your amazing work, but you contain yourself in a space that allows you to be really, the word I'm trying to think of is create everything you need to create for your clients and the situation that you're in, but also maintaining your own energy and space so that you can work at your most optimum. Because for a lot of people, that is one of the huge problems that they find, is that they energetically get pulled all over the place. And bringing that back to maintaining your own sense of flow, maintaining your own energy levels, is one of the things that I teach, which is absolutely paramount when you're working in built up areas or working with huge amounts of people all the time. So it's, yeah. And it's lovely to see people get to that stage where they feel empowered and they feel grounded and they're doing what they want to do, maintaining their energy levels. It's just wonderful.
Yeah. It is. It's just what, yeah, because I see around, like you were saying, I see around me all the time imbalance and wonderful people in the kind of healing and spiritual community that aren't doing the self-work to a level that is really grounding and healing for them to the very core.
Yeah.
And that is, as you say, that is absolutely paramount for good spiritual connection and for good healing work. It's absolutely essential. The self-work is essential. And what I love about you, especially, as I've already said, you bring 5D into a 3D space beautifully, but also you get to the very, very core of people. You get out your little feather duster and you get in the edges, you get in all those little crevices that are left, that people don't, or think they've cleared and they haven't cleared. You get in those spaces, and that's the real beauty of you, the fact that you can actually see and you can actually do that. That's what really makes you shine for me, and that's your unique quality, and that's what and I think everybody needs to experience that aspect. And that's one of the reasons why I am doing this, to introduce you, because I think your course is so essential to everybody that
yeah. Well, it's yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, and also I want to make an important point, is that mentors in themselves are not beyond healing, and I'm putting myself out there because I've come to you at a point of trauma, and really got to the very core of everything that's gone on with me to clear it out.
Yeah.
Everything in my life with you, and I'm gonna say, because not many men, I mean everybody, and I mean everybody, has a unique quality that makes them a mentor of something.
Yeah.
Everybody has. There's no one that's without that ability. What I'm saying is those that are already in that field also need to work on themselves to a deep core level. No one is beyond it. And yeah, and I've so seen in many aspects how important that is, and the ability that you have to give that to everybody, and I mean everybody. And that's why it just really, really wrenched up right in the core of my heart that I had to do this video to put you out there so everybody can see you and your smile and your grounded earthliness, and know that you're someone that they can go to on that level.
Oh, thank you, Sweet Pea. It's for me, the work that I do is kind of I've always been in a role of helping people. I've been solution based and helping people, and many years ago I used to do courses to help women who'd been in traumatic situations, life situations, often mums, and helping them get back into the workforce. And I would do that by helping them with their personal presentation and their positive attitude and their, planning wardrobes and all that kind of thing. And that was kind of like in the 80s. So what I've done is I've done a complete reversal. I'm gone from the exterior, how you look on the exterior, to how you show up from the inside, as to who you are on the inside. And a large part of this has been my own journey. So this is all stuff that I've had to do for me. And so my program, Redefine and Shine Personal Mastery, is all about understanding who we are right now, but then going back and finding out, finally, I'm kind of getting back to, how did I become this person that I am today? What's the journeys, what's the trauma, what's the drama, the significance, the events that have created who I am today? And for each of us, we could go through and we could mark down all of these things that have happened in our life or have not happened in our life, which has created for us the version of us that we are today. And I'm not into putting band-aids. I'm not into band-aids in any way, shape or form. I like to get to the core. I like to get to the brass understandings of how we became who we are. And it's only when we go there, and you'll know this, as we went on this journey, you and I went on this journey together, it's only when I take you to these points and you get this really definite understanding of what happened, why it happened, what part you played in it, what you made it mean for you, when we can unravel all of that and change the perspective around it and put the forgiveness for you about the part you played, all of that. Once we do all of that, it's like everything just shifts and moves, and it's the freedom, the emotional freedom and the sense of self that comes from understanding and letting go and forgiving and being able to move forward and just letting it all drop aside, and the lessons that we learn and all of this along the way. Once you do that work, and how long have we been doing this? Like less than 3 months, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Less than 3 months. You take 3 months to invest in yourself, to find out who you are, so that you can then step out of all of that and let it all go, do the work, forgive yourself, allow it to go and flow away, and then you can step into this amazing being that you are and create what you want to create for all the amazing people that you see on a day-to-day basis. Oh my gosh, how powerful is that? And do I love my work? I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Yes.
You know, that's the thing for me. It's like, oh my God, I just love what I do. And I love the people that I work with because they are so passionate about being themselves, being uniquely who they are, not wearing masks, not being somebody else. It's just like, oh,
yeah.
why would you want to do anything else? Why would you want to be anything else? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. It is magical. It is magical.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you know, having the opportunity to work with you in all your gifts. I mean, you have amazing gifts, and I think this is another thing that I find is that, you know, we aren't here to compare ourselves with other people. We are all different. We're all unique. What you do, I don't do, and we each do different things. And I think that is the beauty of humanity. As you said, we all have gifts to share. We all have information to impart. We all can be a mentor to somebody else, because everyone's experiences aren't the same, and we each have different lessons from the experiences that we've got, and those are the lessons that we can impart to other people.
Yeah.
And I think this is hugely important that we have this understanding and this knowledge about, you know, our uniqueness is a gift that we have, and the gift that we need to share with others, because we're all here for a reason and a purpose, whatever that might be. And for some people, they might not want to share their gifts openly with every Tom, Dick and Harry, but they may share that within their immediate environment and their family and their friends and their community, and that is just as great a gift.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, as you say, we all have something which is incredibly powerful. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is powerful. And I can't stress that enough. Yeah, everybody is powerful and everybody has something special. Yeah, because one thing that does strike me is certainly around where I am is there's so much fear of being who you are and being different than what other people are expecting you to be. And I find that many people are walking around with masks on and are just afraid to be who they are. And that's another reason why I felt this was so important to do, because, and we're stressing it as we go through all the time, everybody is powerful and everybody needs to shine their own being, whether it's in the local community, whether it's worldwide, whether it's wherever it is for them. Whoever you are, you need to be you, not someone's impression of you. And if your life isn't as it should be, or doesn't feel it's right for you as it is at the moment, one of the reasons why we're here talking is to show you that there are ways to get into that zone of self, to find you. You don't have to be other people's version of you. You can absolutely stand in your power and be immensely powerful and be yourself, whatever that is for you. And that's an important point that I wanted to make here.
Cool. Yeah, and it's absolutely true. Yeah. I actually think that we should do these on a weekly basis. We could sit here every week and have a discussion and chat like this every week on different topics. What do you think?
I think so. That's a very spontaneous moment of
that was a totally spontaneous. I think that we should do this every week. I think we should bring a topic to the table every week, and I think we should do this every week. And we
Yeah,
should put this in. What do you
yeah,
think?
I think so. I think that everybody would benefit from that. So yes, yeah,
Okay.
a momentous decision made for everyone here.
Very momentous decision, absolutely. So you saw it first here. We agreed right here to do this every week. So, okay, so so shall we meet again next week, and we will do this next week, and we will put this out there for people to see.
Yes, we will.
Okay, thank you so much, Shona. It's been an absolute joy, and I look forward to chatting with you next week.
Yeah, be fun.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.